All right, let's dive in. Today, we're taking a tour of the most complex, most incredible machine you will ever own, your own body. We're going to break down all the interconnected systems that work together in perfect harmony to make you, well, you. I mean, have you ever really stopped to think about that? It's kind of a mind-boggling question. We're not just a collection of random parts. We are an absolute marvel of cooperation, a massive team effort happening on a microscopic scale every single second. So here's a great way to picture it. Think of your body as a non-stop, bustling city. Each organ system is like a different department. You've got power, communications, sanitation, defense, all working together to keep the whole metropolis humming along. So let's start our tour right at the top, at Central Command. Yeah, every great city needs a control room, a central command post. And for us, that's the nervous system. Its headquarters, well, that's the most complex object in the known universe. This just illustrates its role perfectly. Your brain, weighing only about 3 pounds, is the CEO. It's making all the executive decisions. It processes every single sight, sound, and feeling. It stores all your memories, and it sends out the commands for every single movement you make. 86 billion. That's the estimated number of neurons just firing away inside your brain. Think of them as messengers, like an incredibly intricate network of telephone lines, carrying signals faster than any text you could ever send, connecting the CEO to every single corner of the city. Now, this is what's really wild, the sheer cost of running mission control. Even though the brain is just 2% of your body's weight, it sucks up a whopping 20% of your body's total energy. It is an absolute energy hog, and it's working constantly, even when you're fast asleep. Of course, a city's control room is pretty useless without power and a delivery network, right? And that's exactly where the circulatory and respiratory systems come in. They work together as a perfect team to supply fuel and transport all the goods. Just think of your heart as the city's main engine and central station all rolled into one. This muscle, about the size of your fist, is responsible for pumping blood, which is the city's transportation network, through an incredible 60,000 miles of blood vessels. If you laid all those out end to end, they'd circle the Earth more than twice. And this engine, it is relentless. It beats about 100,000 times every single day. That's this constant rhythm that pushes life-giving blood to every cell and then hauls away the waste. From the day you're born to your very last, it just keeps going without ever taking a day off. But, an engine needs fuel. And that's the job of the lungs. They are the powerhouses that pull that vital oxygen from the air we breathe. This oxygen is like the high-octane fuel that gets loaded onto the blood cells, ready for the heart to pump it out to the rest of the body. It's a perfect partnership. So we've got control and we've got power. But what about supplies and sanitation? Well, that brings us to the body's incredible internal processing plant, the digestive and waste management systems. Honestly, the best way to think about your digestive tract is like a fantastic theme park ride. Let's call it the Gut Express. It's this winding 25-foot-long journey where your food is systematically deconstructed so all its valuable parts can be extracted. The ride starts in the mouth, where chewing and saliva get the process started. Then, it's down to the stomach, where these powerful acids, strong enough to dissolve metal, churn everything into a liquid. But the real magic, the main event, happens in the small intestine. This is where about 90% of all your nutrients get absorbed into the bloodstream. And finally, the large intestine absorbs water and gets the leftovers ready for eviction. And you cannot talk about processing without talking about the liver. It's the body's master chemical factory. This thing performs over 500 different functions. It's so much more than just a filter. It's a metabolic wizard, deciding whether to store energy from your last meal as instantly usable sugar or convert it for long-term storage. And get this, it's so resilient, it can literally grow back to its full size, even if 75% of it is removed. It's incredible. Now, tucked away behind the stomach is the pancreas, and it's basically a secret double agent. On one hand, it's a huge player in digestion, making these powerful enzymes to break down food. But on the other hand, it's also a crucial part of your endocrine system, releasing hormones like insulin right into your blood to manage the city's entire energy supply, your blood sugar. Okay, so every city also needs infrastructure to give it shape, right? It needs armor for protection, and it needs a security force to defend it. And that is the job of our skeletal, integumentary, and immune systems. Your skeleton is so much more than just a scaffold. Yeah, of course, it's the internal framework that keeps you from being a puddle on the floor.
But it's also your personal bodyguard. Your skull protects the brain, and the rib cage shields your heart and lungs. And deep inside, the marrow is this bustling factory, constantly producing billions of new blood cells your body needs every single day.
So what about defense from outside threats? This analogy is just perfect. Think of your body as a castle that's under constant siege. The immune system is its vigilant army, and the white blood cells? They're the armored knights, constantly patrolling, seeking out and destroying any invaders, like bacteria or viruses that manage to get past the walls.
Now, let's talk about the castle walls themselves. And here's the fun fact that might surprise you. Your body's largest organ isn't the liver or the lungs, it's your skin. And its job description is just immense. It's a waterproof, flexible suit of armor, your first line of defense against germs and those UV rays. It's also your personal climate control system, regulating your temperature through sweat, and it's packed with sensors, allowing you to feel the whole world around you, all while making essential vitamins from sunlight. So, we've toured the control room, the power plant, the processing facility, and the defense forces. But the real takeaway here, the big idea, isn't what each part does on its own. The most crucial point is this: no system works in isolation. The heart needs oxygen from the lungs. The digestive system needs the blood to deliver nutrients. The brain coordinates the whole shebang. It is a constant, silent symphony of unimaginable complexity, where every single part is communicating and collaborating to maintain that delicate balance that we call life. And that really just leaves us with one final thought. Every single second, billions of coordinated tasks are happening inside of you without a single conscious command from you. So as you go about your day, just take a moment to consider, what do you think is the most incredible part of this silent internal symphony?